Get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Brady going to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. As they run the counter play. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
Julio Jones all alone. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. They'll look to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. To the left side, incomplete for Julian Edelman. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Now Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right? Why they went for two there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
This will be taken about the 12. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Ebner. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New England, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.